Holy shit, man. I'm gonna do this from the bed also today. The GoPro, I don't feel like setting that up. I just wanted to make this video because I felt like it was a good day to record a daily log. I just came back from the survival, and so it's been like 2 days in the middle of nothing. Tonight, about just 2 nights, and yeah, today I came back. Wanted to say some stuff about this, how I feel, what I noticed and shit. So, let me think. I think I noticed crazy shit. Like, well, obviously, I mean, I'm very grateful for everything now. Okay, after 2 days spent, you know, outside sleeping on the fucking rocks. Okay, it wasn't comfortable. I still did sleep, but it was cold. It was hard. I wasn't sleeping on a mattress. I was sleeping on the ground. It was very hard. Okay, just with a sleeping bag. So that's like as hard as you can get. Okay, and now I'm laying on this mattress. I want to be honest here. I strangely slept. I did like more hours of deep sleep than I usually get. It was like 50% above average. That is crazy to me. Just because I don't know, I was sleeping on the ground maybe. It was quite uncomfortable. Like I had to move around every once in a while, find a good position. My hips obviously hurt because they were being pummeled by the fucking ground and gravity. It was like the points of contact. So, but other than that, like I was sleeping quite well, except for the cold, which I had to fix by um, every once in a while going to the fire and relighting it and getting some warmth and some water. I basically was I had a water bottle, plastic water bottle, and I heated up and used it as a hot water bag. I will put it on my feet, and it was very actually a great idea, a great way to warm yourself up in the night. Like have a water bottle in your sleeping bag. That is actually crazy how much it warms you up, and just a way to transfer the heat from the fire, which you probably don't want to have inside your shelter. Inside, yeah, basically to transfer that, which is outside, into your sleeping bag without putting fucking hot coals in your sleeping bag, which will burn you. So yeah, that was a thing, and man, we didn't eat much, obviously. Here is the thing: we ate. We ate something called strawberry tree, like these berries that grow on trees. Mm, in Italian, they're called corbezzolo. In English, they are called tree strawberry, I guess. Um, but yeah, that was something we ate, and I discovered that you should not eat too many of them. I got quite a stomach ache, my belly was hurting quite a lot. It was very uncomfortable. I thought I had some nausea. I thought I would vomit, but I didn't luckily, and I just went through it and just felt bad for a bit. And yeah, but I ate a bunch of those berries, and as much as they're sweet, and as much as they taste good, and as much as they're like fruits, which are considered to be less toxic than other plants, man, they are not that safe. Okay, I fucking hate those berries now. They were my favorite fruits when I was a kid, because they grew in the square. I could just pick them as a kid, the red ones, and eat them. Oh, delicious! But man, as it seems like, I think the name derives from the Latin, and it means like once a day, probably because they knew that this was a pretty powerful laxative. yeah, it was terrible. Like it was very strange. Anyway, I ate that, so this strawberry tree, and I also ate a mushroom. The last day I was there. Yeah. Do I know mushroom? I don't fucking know mushrooms, but that tasted amazing. Was it toxic? I don't know, but it tasted like a champignon, so it was delicious. Fucking hell. Roasted mushrooms on the fire, amazing. Anyway, we didn't eat anything basically. This, I think, led to my metabolism slowing down so much. Man, I came back home and I was so cold. Okay, I took a hot shower, but when I got out and I enjoyed myself, I dressed up, I put a hoodie on. I was still so fucking cold. I was extremely cold until I got like to the restaurant with my friend, and we ate a bunch of food, and only after that my body started getting hot again. It was crazy. Like it's as if like my body knew that I wasn't eating anything, so he was like, okay, let's stop like thermogenesis. Let's stop anything that wastes energy, and let's just stop that. Okay, I need to conserve energy, and just seemed like that to me because as soon as I ate and like before, like a few seconds ago, I was emitting heat. I was hot. I was warm. I had to take my shirt off and everything. Yeah, so maybe that was the food, and there's something interesting I noted. I noticed. Other than that, I ate a fuck ton at the restaurant. It was an all-you-can-eat restaurant, so I basically ate a lot of food. Yeah, a lot of food. Like I wasn't very hungry at dinner, matter of facts, and yeah, I wanted to go to sleep earlier today, and that's because in the last few 2 days I went to sleep very early because in the when you're out in nature and the sun goes down, there is not much to do unless like unless going fuck there is not much else to do unless going to the shelter, laying down, and try to skip the night as if you were in fucking Minecraft because you don't want to stay in isolation, like trying to spam the bed as soon as it gets to the right time when you can sleep and wake up the next day because you want daylight. That is exactly how we felt. We didn't like being in the dark, and just very boring. Like at night you can do fucking nothing, so you just want to get to the next day. So yeah, as soon as it got dark, which was crazy about at 6, okay, literally 6, it was getting dark. No, actually at no, actually at 4, between 4 and 5, it was crazy. Okay, so the sun started going down, and about 9, 10. Yesterday I slept at 9:30, and I slept quite well. I woke up at 6, I think. Yeah, maybe at 8. I don't remember. Anyway, that was crazy, and today I felt kind of tired. My eyelid was getting down. But guess what? I was on the PC and I was trying to do some bullshit on Obsidian, and like I was just busy doing some task that's I started realizing, man, what the fuck am I doing? Like this is not. I don't need to do this now. I'm just doing this because I want the positive feedback of having done this because it was like it's satisfying when you have something that works. So you want to finish that so that you get the satisfaction. If you leave that, you don't get the satisfaction of having finished that. In my case, it was um, CSS customization for my Obsidian Vault. I was trying to get a few things right and everything. I wasn't being able to, so I was just trying to scramble a way to. It was like 10, and I got to 11. One thing takes the other. Now it's 11:30, 11:20. But I was like, okay, let's go to sleep. I was like, okay, I also want to record a video because I mean, I need to talk. I need to talk about. I just went through the survival, the gratefulness I feel of having fucking water. So fucking tasty, man. My lips were getting dry as fuck. My hands are too, and now I feel alive again. That stuff really resets you, man. Anyway, I wanted to record a video also to explain this annoying thing that, man, I cannot get myself to go to sleep. Maybe I should do like my friend, which sets an alarm at a certain time to basically tell him to go to sleep. Maybe I should do this and just force myself to stop whatever the fuck I'm doing and start winding down, and prepare myself to go to bed and read maybe something, okay? So I don't feel fucking useless. Because, many times I don't want to go to sleep because I'm doing something useful and I don't go to sleep. But yeah, would have been nice to follow my sleeping patterns today. And when I felt tired, I just went to sleep because sleep is important. Whatever the fuck you tell me, but man, when I sleep a lot and when I sleep well, I go to sleep at a good time. I wake up so rested, so grateful, so energetic, and I want to feel that. So yeah, I think I'm gonna close the video so I can go to sleep. And I wanted to record this video on the phone so I can easily upload it from the phone. You see, it is easier than using the GoPro. It's a bit slower, and yeah, I didn't want to wake up today. Yeah, today basically, tomorrow, and feel good and motivated and driven to work and study and do all of my habits and shit. Maybe plan something new. Maybe get a few things down. And yeah, fucking plan. I will go and upload video and plan a few tasks for tomorrow, and then I'll try and sleep. Okay, plain old sleep, no phone. Even though I would like to watch a video, I noticed was out, but I'll just turn off my phone and I try to sleep. Okay. A few last notes on the survival because I didn't talk much about it. We went there, stayed 2 nights. Wasn't many animals. Uh, I was hungrier than the last survival we did, but it wasn't that bad. Uh, I still wasn't starving. I think like the most starved I felt was the first time, but probably because we walked 30, 40 kilometers, like the day before, so I was hungry probably for that. But also because I'm doing the carnivore diet now, so I'm fat adapted, and I don't feel that much hunger anymore. And let me think about something else. We searched for a few food sources, but we were unsuccessful. We didn't place any traps. It was way too complicated, in my opinion. So we didn't. We drank water from the river. We boiled it, and the problem was that we we took the water, we boiled it on a metal pot, and then we transferred the water to plastic bottles. Okay, we tried to cool the water down, but we only had one pot, so we didn't want to waste too much time to get it cool, completely cool. So what we did was we just put the semi-hot water into the water bottles and reuse the pot to boil more water. But the water in the bottle was hot, so it basically leached some plastic in the water. It tasted awful, especially the last two bottles, which we didn't cool down too much. So wait, did we? No, yeah, no, we did not cool down the water too much, and yeah, it was like hot water in a plastic bottles, in two small plastic bottles and one big. The two plastic bottles I put in my fucking pockets, They were very pleasant, obviously. It was a very pleasant feeling of, I was kind of with a stomach ache at the time, so having these warm bottles in my pockets was delightful. And then we tried to drink it, but it wasn't very. At least I really noticed the strong plastic scent, so I was really reluctant. But the bigger bottle was a bit less strong in the plastic flavor, so I drank a little bit of that, and yeah, that was kind of it for the water. And then we slept, and yeah, I mean the most interesting thing I noticed that is that when I slept on the ground, I actually didn't feel that uncomfortable. Before I said it was uncomfortable. What I mean by this is that when I woke up, I just felt very massaged. Okay, I just felt massaged on my ass, on my hips, okay, on my sides. It was very, very mm, pressed. Okay, it was like in the middle of the night, if I stretched, bro, I felt the weirdest muscle contractions. Okay, like the weird, but in a strange way, pleasant. Like imagine you were pressed down for like 4 hours, and then you stretched and you felt, the sole muscles being being walked, being, I don't know, it felt very good, honestly. But only when I stretched. Other than that, I mean, honestly, you know what? I may sleep on the ground in a few days now. I always think I want to do this, but I never do it. But I think it could be a cool experience. And yeah, this was very uncomfortable. The night was stressful, especially because we wanted to keep the fire on. So we had to wake up basically every once in a while and blow on the fire. At least that kept me warm, honestly. Like every time I lit the fire, I kind of stayed there. Actually, sleeping was very interesting, and it is always interesting to sleep outside. And yeah, mm, but yeah, nonetheless, sleeping on the ground was uncomfortable in the end. But honestly, it wasn't, even though it was literally on the ground, it was a hard surface. I I don't know, I felt like in some position I could avoid pain. It was nice. It was cool to have that. But yeah, only a few positions and overall strange experience. Yeah, that's gonna be it for today. I'll try and go to sleep so I can wake up at a decent time. Good night.